Hey guys, in today's video, I'm going to talk to you all about Fortnite Battle Royale's newest update. This update adds the proximity launcher and actually adjusted the spawn rates of various items in the game, and it seems to have made the game much better as far as just early game RNG and just RNG in general. If you guys like this video or find it informative in any way, please do remember to drop a like on it, subscribe if you would like to see more, and if you want to support me in the Fortnite item shop, my creator code is evolve-jake. But starting off with the proximity launcher, it is in legendary and epic rarities. It can be found from chests, loot carriers, supply drops, and vending machines. It's semi-automatic, but it actually shoots really slow. It holds 2 explosive rounds. It uses rocket ammo, obviously. And it fires a rocket that basically explodes once it gets close to people, and it will bounce off of things. It basically blows up when it gets close to players or close to their builds. Its damage is 67 or 70 depending on the rarity, and 131 or 138 to structures depending on the rarity. Pretty slow reload, and the projectiles actually shoot pretty quickly, but the actual fire rate, like the travel time of them, is decently fast, but the fire rate is quite slow. So you won't just be two-tapping kids as easily as you would think. I actually thought this weapon would be pretty absurd when I first saw the stats for it, but in practice, it's just really not that enjoyable to use. I don't know. I had a hard time actually getting a lot out of it. A lot of times I was like slightly off. Like I would have thought it would had a larger like blast radius than it actually does, or like I would shoot it thinking it would be close enough to people, and it turns out that it wouldn't. So this isn't like the easiest weapon to use. It isn't the most OP weapon. I actually don't think it's that amazing. It's pretty good if people are really grouped up, if they don't build or things like that. Or if you already have someone weak and they dip behind cover or like build in some way. It can be pretty effective in those situations when you already have someone weak or as like a finisher. But on full HP opponents, like you're better off just ARing people. Like I found a lot of times I would come up behind some players, catch them off guard, and I would lead with this because I'm trying to use the new weapon. And then it just, I don't know, it didn't work out as well as I would think, and I would have just been better off ARing the opponents. So those are my thoughts on the proximity launcher. Let me know what you think, but I actually do not think it is as absurd as a lot of people are making it out to be. So now to get into the drop rates of these items, I'm not going to go into like the large percentages because the percentages don't really mean much, but I'm just going to say what weapons they increase the spawn rate of and what items they decrease the spawn rate of. So shields and mini shields are going to spawn out of chests more frequently than they were in the past. Shotguns increase the overall chance to find from floor loot a bit. And this isn't just combat shotguns, just shotguns in general. But I found that I was getting the combat more frequently than I was in the past. RNG is RNG. Sometimes you're just getting lucky. Sometimes you're getting unlucky. But I've played a bit on this update, and I wasn't having as hard of a time finding combat shotguns as I was previously. So it seemed to help with that. The epic and legendary infantry rifle variants were increased from floor loot and chest loot slightly, so you're going to be getting more of these items in the game, in your games. And then also the common heavy AR was decreased drop rate, so you're going to be getting the heavy common AR less. The turret decreased availability, and the storm flip was changed. So to recap the items, you're going to get shields and shotguns more often, the purple and gold infantry rifle more often, the turrets and the heavy AR you're going to get less of. So those are the changes that we got in this update. I think it's good. It's been really whack not getting the combat shotgun. I think the combat shotgun is like pretty integral in season 9, and just having that drop rate based entirely on RNG is pretty annoying. And also getting shields more often is something that we've needed for a long time, especially since they removed Siphon. Like that was a problem a long time ago, and then they added Siphon, and it kind of helped like alleviate that problem of not getting shields. And then they took Siphon away, and then we didn't get shield as much. So it's good to see that they are giving us more shield. So the storm flip was adjusted. Now it causes 5 damage regardless of what zone we're in. In the past, it mimicked the zone. So early game, it would do 1 damage a second. Now it does 5 damage a second regardless. And that's basically it. You're also going to be getting it way less often than you were in the past. But I think this is a good thing. You're not going to get ridiculously OP storm flips at the end of the game, and you're not going to get pretty worthless storm flips at the start of the game. It's pretty much always going to be the same. It's going to be a very useful weapon. Think of it like a big gas cloud. Gas hits for 5 a second, and it doesn't last as long, and it has a much smaller radius. This has a really large radius, and it hits for 5 a second, just like gas. So this is actually going to be really absurd. You're just going to have to be careful to not hit yourself with it. But if you ever have anybody being annoying early game, like this will definitely get them moving. Getting it less often is a good thing, and they did re-enable the storm flip for arena. So that's basically it in this update. The storm flip rework, I'm kind of indifferent on. I like that we're going to be seeing less of it. I like that the weapons drop rates that they adjusted. Some people who like the heavy AR might be a little upset that they're going to be getting it less frequently, at least the common variant. But I prefer the normal AR, so I'm happy with that. Going to be happy to get more shield, happy to get more shotguns. Infantry rifle I don't really care about. And then this proximity launcher I really don't think I will be using too much. So that's it for this update. Let me know what you guys thought of it down in the comments below. Once again, if you enjoyed this video, remember to drop a like and subscribe. I do live stream every day on Twitch. My channel will be linked in the description below. And I plan on uploading videos more frequently than I have been. I'm going to be fixing my sleep schedule, and that will make that more like seamless than it has been. But thanks for watching, guys. Have a good day. Goodbye.